WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Bucks!
Good evening and welcome to the First United Bank Center on the campus of West Texas A&M University, where tonight the number 3 ranked West Texas A&M Buffaloes put their 5-1 record on the line against Lone Star Conference foe Midwestern State. The Mustangs come in tonight at 2-1, but this is not a conference game. It's a regional matchup, but it does not count in the conference standings, similar to last Thursday's encounter down in Lubbock. The Buffs, as we mentioned, 5-1, open the year with 5 consecutive victories in the D2 CCA Tip-Off Classic and the South Central Region RMAC Challenge. Then they went down to Lubbock last Thursday and dropped a 73-66 decision at Lubbock Christian. The Mustangs, meanwhile, opened the season with a loss to UC Colorado Springs out of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, but then they turned it around and had consecutive victories over CSU Pueblo and most recently a very stout victory against Central Oklahoma. And as my broadcast partner Lucas Kinsey joins me now, this will be an interesting game because both teams have seen improvement since their first game of the year, but they're still kind of in that feeling out, getting to know you process.
They are, Kent, and it's glad to be with you here tonight as we get ready to start a fun week, Thanksgiving week, and so we're glad to have everybody with us here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. This Midwestern State team, KJ, we saw them last year with Justin Leslie and felt like this was a team that was improving and was on the right track. It seems like they are doing that. They've got some talented players, both on the perimeter and inside. For WT, you saw them Thursday in the loss. Didn't shoot the ball well, but I expect for WT, as they play so well here at home at the First United Bank Center, to get things going. And already, Kent, here on a Monday night, it's a great crowd that's coming out here. College basketball on Thanksgiving week, it doesn't get any better than this.
We've got a lot of basketball this weekend. It starts tonight at the First United Bank Center. The Mustangs and the Buffaloes will be back with the starting lineup and the opening tip after this timeout. You're watching West Texas A&M basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
80 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Bucks!
Welcome to MetaDrive Pharmacy, Canyon's hometown pharmacy for over 32 years. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
The national anthem played by the WT Pep Band, and we are now ready to meet the starting lineups tonight. First, our visitors from Wichita Falls, the Mustangs of Midwestern State University. They'll start at One guard, number 10, Terrell Wilson, a 5'11 junior from Houston. He averages 13.7 points, 3.3 rebounds. The second guard, Pierre Saunders, a 5'10 sophomore from Hutto, Texas. Saunders averages 11 points, 6.3 rebounds. The forwards, there's three of them. Jalen Brown, a 6'8 senior from Denton, Texas, averages 7 points and 6 rebounds. The second forward, Jamie Saunders, a 6'5 junior from Memphis, Tennessee, averaging 11.3 points, 3 rebounds. He's 7 of 15 from three-point range. And rounding out the starting five, Jermaine Carter, 6'7 senior from Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Carter averages 11 points, 5.3 rebounds. The Mustangs in their third season under head coach Justin Leslie. For the Buffaloes, they will start at one guard, making his first career start as a collegian, Jesse Oweezy, 6'5 freshman from Roanoke, Texas. Oweezy averages 6.2 points, 4.8 rebounds. Second guard, the point guard, Julius Brown, 5'10 junior from Westerville, Ohio, the transfer from Lincoln Memorial. He's averaging 15.7 points, 3.7 rebounds. The third guard, Zach Toussaint, 5'11 sophomore from Johnsburg, Illinois. Zach averages 12.7 points, 3.2 rebounds. He's 12 of 30 from three-point range this year, 40%. The fourth guard, Hayden Blankley, 6'6 sophomore from Sydney, Australia. Blankley averages 4.3 points, 6 rebounds per contest. And rounding out the starting five, transfer from the University of North Texas, Larry Wise, 6'4 sophomore from Waxahachie. Larry averages a team-leading 16.7 points, and he's pulling down 7 rebounds. The Buffs in their 8th season under head coach Tom Brown. And Lucas, I think the first thing the Buffs want to do is get the distaste of Thursday's clunker behind them down at Lubbock Christian.
Well, I'm hoping this is a preview, KJ. I hope we shoot the lights out tonight, right? This is a great starting lineup intro. You're right. The Buffs do need to shoot the ball better. They've also got to do a better job of getting to the free throw line. They were only 9 of 11 at the free throw line. It's a great percentage, but we know we've done the Buffs games so many times that when they get to that free throw line, that 15 to 20 range, it means the offense is more in rhythm. I think for Midwestern State, Kent, we talked about their inside-outside game. They're a team that relies on the play of Terrell Wilson. He's a talented guard. He was all LSC last year. He's a very productive guard. Not only does he score 14 points a game, but he averages 4 assists. And they also have some very athletic players as well. Jermaine Carter, a guy that scores 11 points, averages 5 rebounds. He had 10 offensive rebounds in a win over Colorado State Pueblo. And then you look at a guy like Pierre Sanders, who's only 5'10", and he's averaging 6 rebounds a game. So a couple of things with Coach Leslie's teams. They're going to play hard, they're going to crash the boards, and then they're going to shoot the three-point basket. They make 10 threes a game, so the Buffs have to guard on the defensive side the three-point line as well.
Midwestern State has always had athletic teams, whether it's been Nelson Haggerty is their coach, as he was for many years, or Justin Leslie coming in from Azusa Pacific and taking over. They're a good shooting team, 46% from the floor. They're shooting 40% from outside. They're out-rebounding their opponents by 8.5 boards a game. Buffs shooting well, too, at 41%. They're out-rebounding their opponents as well. So it should be a good matchup. We've got the freshman, Oweezy, at center, going to jump against the Mustangs' Jermaine Carter. Our officials tonight, Darren Griffin, John Shep, and Kevin McGill. The ball is up, and the Buffs control to start the contest.
And Midwestern State can't with these road unis. They're black and white. No maroon, no gold.
No gold. That's a different look. The gold is on the coach's shirts on the sideline. Blankley feeds Wise underneath to Oweezy for the slam to get things started.
That was great zone offense. Midwestern State playing zone defense on that first trip there. The Buffs go high-low. It's a perfect entry pass down inside, and Oweezy gets a great start. He had a good game Thursday for the Buffs.
Here's Wilson in the paint to Carter. His turnaround over Oweezy is good.
Told you he was athletic. 6'7", transfer from NIMI, New Mexico Military College, originally out of Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Toussaint gets started, and I was going to say,
three from outside.
Yeah, he hits that three. So on Thursday on the road in Lubbock, Zach scored 3 points. He was 1 for 7 from the field. It felt like he was going to get started quickly here tonight, and he just did.
Yeah, the surprises at LCU was Zach being held to 3 and Kevon Booker being held scoreless. Booker normally starting is not in the lineup tonight. Oweezy taking his spot. Here's Sanders outside in the paint. Goes up over Toussaint. No good. Blankley with the rebound. Bumped by Julius Brown as he came down, but it's Buffs basketball. Leading 5-2, just underway here at the First United Bank Center. Brown cross court to Toussaint, to Wise. He'll drive, spins in the paint, puts it up a little short. Oweezy comes over the back and knocks it out of bounds.
You know, these two teams meeting for the 75th time. WT and Midwestern State started back in 1947. Buffs tonight, and this has been a very competitive series throughout the years, but WT trying to win for an 8th straight time against Midwestern State. And again, we have seen some battles through the years.
Here's Jalen Brown, hands it to Wilson, drives baseline, puts it off the bottom of the backboard. Toussaint gets it. Ahead to Wise. Ball was a little ahead. Wise tracks it down and sets up the offense. Brown up top. Dribbles out, wants a screen.
So you see this zone, they
Puts
leave that
Toussaint
spot
in the
open.
middle. Turnaround from 15, nothing but net.
And they're guarding the three-point line, but that's the obvious open area is at the high post, and you don't have to put a big. You put Toussaint in there, he catches it, turns, and makes the easy 2. See if Midwestern State adjusts defensively.
Sanders feeds inside. Dunk try by Carter is rejected. Quickly the other way. Toussaint in the corner, drives the paint. Dishes outside to Wise. His 3 is in.
It's beautiful basketball to start right now as a quick timeout taken by Coach Leslie. They're tearing apart the zone. They're getting out in transition. The Buffs are. That was a great pass from Toussaint as he drives in the paint, draws the defense, and finds a wide-open teammate.
This is the start the Buffs wanted.
Yeah.
This is not the start they had Thursday night. They've put it behind them. Now they need to sustain. We've seen inside play offensively. We've seen outside play offensively. The first thing that shows that this is a new year was Zach Toussaint tracking down the ball in the corner.
Yeah.
Normally we would have seen him
shoot it.
Bang, shoot it. This time he dished it across the court to Wise, who nailed the 3.
And it's an example, Kent, of these players who are adjusting to playing with each other, getting used after they played through 6 games. The trust that Zach has that he's going to drive right there and find Larry on the backside for the 3.
And something we talked about off camera pregame, the Buffs have not been dishing assists. Out of 4 field goals, they have 3 assists thus far.
And they've gotten out in transition as well.
Got a whistle down low. It's going to be an offensive foul. It's going to be called against Jamie Saunders.
Okay, so Hayden was guarding him in the paint. Did he, I guess, reach out?
It's going to be Saunders first, the team's first.
Buffalo basketball.
Buffs basketball, 8-point lead, almost 3 minutes into this contest. Brown in the big WT logo to Toussaint. Long threes, a little short. Oweezy with the follow and the putback. 4 points for Jesse.
And making his first start and doing good work so far.
Right wing 3, Sanders, no good. Blankley with the rebound, that's his second. Out to Brown, here come the Buffs. Juju goes left side to Toussaint, back to Brown. Wise from 12 gets the touch.
Again, WT has obviously scouted well, and offensively they are attacking that open area. Midwestern State may have to go man.
14-2 Buffaloes. Pass inside, we're going to have a foul. This one's going to go on Oweezy. That'll be his first. Buffs first as a team.
A lot of times when you play against zones, the thought is, well, there's going to be a lot of open threes. Well, the Buffs are being patient. They're going inside first. Those threes will come as the game comes.
Dalen Williams in the lineup for the Buffs, replacing Oweezy, 6'9" grad student from nearby Stinnett, transfer from Northwestern State. Here's Carter backing in on Williams, goes up, no good. Toussaint with the rebound.
That's good defense by Dalen.
Brown tries to find Blankley. Blankley wasn't looking back, and it goes out of bounds.
That was one, the Buffs soccer team still in the playoffs, Kent. You needed just a little bit of a flip
We've got a full timeout on the floor. 15:57 to play in the first. Buffs lead it 14-2. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
If he makes this layup, it's worth.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology.
Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. You see Midwestern State huddled up right there talking with head coach Justin Leslie. It's been a slow start for the Mustangs, a hot start for the home team Buffaloes, a 12-0 run for WT over the last 3:17. And Kent, they're shooting the ball well, but offensively it's not just shooting. The passing, breaking down this zone right now, offensively, again, everything in rhythm for WT.
It is. They're a team in sync right now. 6 of 8 from the floor, 75%, 2 of 3 from three-point range, 5 assists on 6 made field goals. Very unselfish play.
Well, and good defense as well.
Here's Sanders, tries to go over Blankley. We've got a whistle. And they're going to ring up Hayden Blankley. That'll be his first personal, team foul number 2 against the Buffaloes.
As I was doing the notes for today's game, KJ, looking down, this is something last year that I did not do all season, really, or not many times, was one of the advantages, one of the strengths that I felt like WT had is that first free throws missed is WT has the size advantage tonight in terms of just more longer, bigger players. Felt like they could do some damage in the paint. You look at Midwestern State, in their win over Central Oklahoma, they did get outscored in the paint 32-18. And so they're going to get in the paint, but it's going to be from some of these guards.
Buffs outscoring Midwestern 6-2 in the white area tonight. Here's Blankley in the corner. He'll take the open look. Won't go down. Ball loose. Buffs are going to come up with it. Toussaint tries to find Brown. It's intercepted by Sanders. He'll take it in, lay it up and in.
Quick hands from Sanders. He made 5 starts last year as a true freshman.
14-5 Buffaloes, approaching 15 minutes in the first. Brown on the wing to Toussaint. He'll launch a long 3 short. A long rebound, batted out. It's going to be WT's basketball.
Yeah, they're going to give him those looks. I mean, even for Zach, that's pretty deep there. But
into the game, number 25.
Into the lineup for Midwestern State, Amici Chukwu, 6'5" sophomore from Denton. He averages 6.5 and 4 rebounds. Terrell Wilson returns to the lineup. For the Buffs, Austin Shelley and Addison Wallace see their first court time tonight. Wise, no one on him, so he'll put it up strong. Williams, strong rebound in the putback.
Big D doing work inside.
Down at the other end.
And he gets the deflection.
Couldn't get it. Pass a little too strong. Buffs basketball.
Again, Dalen Williams has a role, understands his role, and he does it very well. And a nice addition this year for WT.
Get rebounds, and if you can score off of it, so much the better. Here's Brown to Wallace. Cross court to Shelley. Addison finds Juju with the turnaround short. Williams keeps it alive. Wise has it, drives, feeds Williams underneath, and they missed it. Nice pass from Larry Wise to Williams. They just couldn't finish. Here's John Weegar, senior for the Mustangs.
Oh, no. Shelley got that foul. That basket's going to count.
Yes, it does. Wow. Fouls on Austin Shelley, his first, team's third. The bucket by Jordan Teal is good. Teal, a 6'3" freshman from Austin. He'll go to the line for the bonus. Cameron Bell into the lineup for the Buffaloes.
We were talking about Coach Leslie from Midwestern State, again in his third year from MSU. Azusa Pacific, record 266 and 121. He took Azusa Pacific to the Elite Eight in 2015, KJ. He's a really good coach, has a good staff with him, and he's got this Midwestern State program really starting to climb back to where we saw them, about 10 years ago.
He was an all-conference and all-region caliber player at Azusa, his alma mater. Brown thought about it, goes in the corner to Shelley. He'll take the three, no good. Buffs have gone cold from the floor. Wallace gets the offensive board. On the wing, up top to Brown. Left wing, Shelley, shot clock at 10. Shelley brings the three. Shot that one from Melbourne.
Down under.
Quickly at the other end, we have a block. Terrell Wilson tried to take it to the rack. Dalen Williams says, no, sir.
Buffs are 3 for 8 from the three-point line. You can keep firing up those threes because they've got 6 offensive rebounds. So they're crashing the boards.
Mustangs inbound. In the corner. Evan McCarthy, no good. Wallace with the rebound.
Look at the defense.
And a steal. Man. That was
Terrell.
Terrell Wilson, just picked Addy's pocket. And at the other end, Wallace says, now it's my turn.
That wasn't even fair. Oh, my goodness.
The Cleburne native with the block. Buffs with a fresh reset, leading 19-8. Tucson, his three, hits home.
Yeah.
8 points for Tucson. Buffs lead 22-8.
And again, KJ, that's the 7th assist. That's what they're averaging on the season.
Ball gets inside. Little hook by Chukwu, missed. Owizi with the rebound and the outlet to Tucson. Tucson up top. No one's on him. He'll take it and knock it down. When you're hot, you're hot. 11 for Tucson. Buffs lead 25-8.
Preheat that oven, Zach. Get ready for the turkey on Thursday.
A lot of standing on the Midwestern offense as Wilson drives in, kicks it outside. McCarthy drains it.
And that's a big shot for the Mustangs. They needed that response.
25-11. Buffs by 14. 11:25 to play in the first. Bell switches sides of the court up top. Tucson again. That one a little strong. Rebound pulled down by the Mustangs, Hamilton. Quickly down court to Sanders. Sanders, guarded by Tucson, kicks it out to Wilson. Wilson drives on Shelley. Outside to McCarthy. Picks up his dribble, feeds Chukwu inside. Reverse, up and in.
Pretty move.
Amici Chukwu with his first bucket of the game. Mustangs back within 12. Inside of 11 to play in the first. Buffs lead it 25-13. Bell, he'll take a three. Little strong. Shelley gets the rebound, kicks it out to Tucson. Zach drives in, tries to find Owizi, goes out of bounds. We've got a timeout on the floor. 10:27 to play in the first. Buffs lead it by 12. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
The top Division II stadium in the nation since its inaugural season in 2019. How many
joints begin to fail? It's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
your best whistles for the Carpet
Well, West
Knights.
Texas A&M right now leads 25-13, 10:29 still to play in the first half. A lot of good statistics here for the Buffaloes. We've been talking about the offensive rebounds. Overall, WT out-rebounding Midwestern State 15-4, and I know Coach Leslie, his team, they pride themselves on rebounding. They out-rebound their opponents 41-32. It's not happening right now. Again, when you play the zone defense, it's your area, so when the shot goes up, you still have to turn and block somebody out. That last possession, Kent, Austin Shelley, a guard who doesn't get many rebounds, he flies in and gets another possession for WT. That's leading to more points.
7 of those 15, as you mentioned, offensive. 7 second chance points. Buffs hitting 50% from the field at 10 of 20. 41%, 5 of 12 from three-point range. The Mustangs, 5 of 14 for 35%, just 1 of 3 from outside. Buffs defense has been pretty strong here in the early going. Here's Toussaint, 7 on the shot clock. Outside to Brown. Blankley, long three, won't go in. Rebound pulled down by the Mustangs' Uyghur. Quickly down court, they try to find Jalen Brown underneath. Brown can't hold on.
Right idea, good pass, just couldn't hang on to that one.
Along with Kevon Booker, or Jesse Alisi, and Cameron Bell. WT ball.
Only the fourth turnover, for Midwestern State.
Yeah, they haven't fallen behind because they're turning the ball over. Here's Blankley for 3. Won't go.
See if Booker can get some things going here. KJ did not play his best game last Thursday in Lubbock.
Uyghur drives in, kicks it back outside to Sanders. His 3, no good. Offensive board. Carter had it. Toussaint took it away. Ahead to Wise. Goes in off the glass. Won't go. The follow by Booker, no good. Wise gets it, and he'll be fouled.
Great effort. Got 2 good looks at it, and the reason why WT is going to be shooting free throws right now is because of their hustle. The offensive rebounds again hurting Midwestern State. Coach Leslie thought that may have been goaltending. Referees did not see it that way.
Wise at the line, 20 out of 22 this year. 90%. Knocks down the first.
We've been really impressed with him this year. Kent, it has not taken him long at all to adjust to a new team and a new conference. A smooth scorer. He's shown he can hit the mid-range shot, he can hit the 3, and he can take it to the rack as well.
Second shot on its way. Knocked them both down. Wise has 7. Buffs lead 27-13, 9:25 to play in the first.
Larry Wise from Waxahachie, and we've had pretty good results from players from that town, right?
Tom Brown and his staff have done a great job of tapping certain high schools multiple times and coming up with aces. There's Kevon with the rebound quickly at the other end. Wise bounces off his foot, but Brown picks it up and misfires. Down the other way.
Watch out.
Carter out-hustles the Buffs to the ball and misses the lay-in. We're going to have a whistle. This may be on Dalen Williams. Nope, it's going to be on Julius Brown, his first. Buffs 4th as a team.
And sometimes you're on the road, Kent, and the shots just do not fall. It's a layup down there for Midwestern State. They're 5 of 17 from the field right now.
Jermaine Carter at the line. He's a 50%er on the year. He knocks down the first. He has 3 points.
Again, the Mustangs only lost this season to UC Colorado Springs. This team was picked 6th in the preseason Lone Star Conference poll.
Carter gets them both. He's up to 4.
Austin Shelley back into the game for the Buffs.
Buffs 0 for the last 7 from the floor. After starting so hot, all things have to cool off at some point.
Yeah, they got to keep getting the ball in the paint. Don't just settle for the 3s.
Shelley on the wing.
There it is.
Midwestern's gone zone here. Cross-court pass to Brown. Pump fake, 3. Oh, rolls around, no good. We've got a foul coming underneath.
It's one of those where the defensive player closes out and just doesn't mean to, but catches a little bit of the player that particular time. They caught Juju on the side of the head.
This will send Brown to the line, shooting 3 times. Julius, a transfer from Lincoln Memorial. The bulk of Lincoln Memorial's team, the starters at least, are at Indiana State. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them.
I think they're going to check on the review.
They're going to see about the contact to the head. Let's take the timeout with them. 8:26 to play. Buffs by 12. You're watching the LSC Digital Network.
The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef starts with Market Street. Market Street, where we do beef the best.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. That may have been one of the quickest reviews we've ever had here at the First United Bank Center.
Brown at the line shooting 3 times. The bulk of his team followed the head coach to Indiana State. Matter of fact, 3 of their starters started last night for ISU. They were playing New Mexico State in the Myrtle Beach Classic. I watched a bit of it. Saw Julius before the game, said, I saw a lot of your buddies there. I said, I am still so glad you're here. And
yes.
He said, so am I, Mr. Johnson. He knew the Buffs needed guards. He came to the right spot.
He sure did. And told him before the game, you're a good-looking dude, but you look a lot better in the maroon and white, man.
He knocks all 3 down. Buffs lead by 15. Their largest lead thus far has been 17. Pass inside, a little low. Dalen Williams on the ground gets it.
I did not see that, Kent.
And I don't know that he had possession, Kevin McGill.
And I don't know that he ever tried to get up off the floor.
He tried to advance the ball with the pass and rolled over, and I think that's what they got him with.
Okay, good hustle nonetheless from Dalen Williams.
Inbounds comes into Jermaine Carter, guarded by Williams, spins. Carter blocked, but we're going to have a foul.
Yeah.
Williams made body contact. Waiting for the official signal here. No, they're going to get it against Kavon.
So underneath.
Yeah. Dalen thought it was going to be on him.
This is a luxury that Tom Brown has this season. First free throw. Good there for Carter. So Coach Leslie wants to go big here for his standards, big with 12 and 15 and on the floor at the same time. So you go, okay, we'll put Kavon in, get Dalen in. Also Larry Wise, who's long. This is a pretty big lineup on the floor with really one guard in Shelley.
Carter makes them both. 4 of 4 from the line, 6 points total.
Traditional guard, I should say. Yeah. Remember with Tom Brown on the program,
everyone's a guard.
Everybody's a guard.
John Brown's the one that will always come to mind. 6'10", guard. Here's Wallace. Over to Shelley, up top to Wise. Buffs lead at 30-17. Booker inside, spins, puts it up with the left hand and gets the roll.
When he elevates, he just rises and keeps going over the defender.
He took that pass and did his move instantaneously. He didn't wait for the defense to collapse on him. There's a steal. Blankley almost had a steal. Sanders got it back. Inside to Chukwu.
There's that steal.
Blankley comes up with it, and Wallace has his pocket picked. Ahead to Teal, who missed the layup. Wallace with the rebound for the Buffs.
Yeah, Tom Brown very upset, and with Addison, such an athletic player, there's times where he's a little out of control. That time he just wasn't aware that the defender was around him and a little careless.
Twice in the first half, Midwestern State has simply picked the Buffs' pocket. Wise on the wing. 6:53 to play in the first. Wise up top. Drives to Wallace with 4 on the shot clock. Needs to get rid of it. Wise will. Little strong. Rebound comes down to Wager.
The Midwestern's making some stops defensively, Kent. They're just not scoring at that rate they'd like to.
Here's a three by Hamilton, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Buffaloes. Media timeout on the floor, 6:25 to play in the first. Buffs lead it 32-17. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Joints begin to fail. It's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
WT Basketball, you can visit them on the street.
Really good team. Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Two teams kind of stuck here for the last several minutes. KJ, 32-17. Buffs built the big lead. They still lead by double digits, obviously, so they're playing good defense. The offense has slowed down, though, since that hot start.
The two teams have combined to go 3 of their last 20 from the field. The Buffs 1 of 9, the Mustangs 2 of 11. Mustangs basketball. Carter, right side to Wilson. Wilson underneath, comes out the other side, turns around, bumps into Blankley, and they got Hayden with the block. That was a cheap one. For Hayden, that will be his second personal foul, team foul number 6.
Team foul number 6.
It's one of those where you look at it and you say, this didn't really affect the play. Shot forced up by Carter over Booker.
Booker affected the play, didn't he?
He did. Blankley gets the rebound. Here come the Buffs. Shelley dribbles in, kicks outside to Wise. His three goes home.
Nice play from Austin Shelley to find his open teammate. A couple of threes tonight for Larry already.
And that will be 10 assists on 12 field goals.
Got a little holding foul there against WT. You look down at the box score, Terrell Wilson's going to go to the free throw line here as they're in the bonus. He hasn't scored yet, and he's their leading scorer for the Mustangs, averaging 14 points a game. He's got to get going.
Terrell Wilson goes to the line.
At the line, shooting.
He'll be shooting 1 and 1.
Terrell Wilson.
70% from the line. Little point guard averages 4 assists per game over their first 3 contests as he knocks down the first.
One shot.
Went to high school at Thurgood Marshall in Missouri City, and he's a real quick player. And reading the bios, Kent, he ran cross country in high school. How about that?
Don't see a lot of basketball players running distance. Wilson at 5'11". 35-19 Buffaloes. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the first half. Here's Brown at the line. Kicks it outside to Wise. Wise takes the long three. Too strong. Aweezy tried to keep it alive. He did, but it comes down to Carter. Outlet to Wilson. Loses the ball. Aweezy on the ground, and it's tied up. It'll be Midwestern State's basketball.
No hesitation with that dive for that loose ball from Jesse Aweezy, was there?
He was quick.
You know, he's a big, long player. Sometimes those big guys, that kind of hurts to get down there and dive on the floor. He doesn't care. He is a lunch pail player through and through. The freshman from Roanoke out of Byron Nelson High School.
Chukwu to inbound. He gets it into Wilson. Shot clock gave him a fresh 20. Here's a three. Left wing missed by Sanders. But hustling for the rebound, Jalen Brown. Brown tries to find Carter inside, but Wallace kicks the ball. It'll be a 20-second reset on the shot clock. 5 minutes exactly to play in the first. Buffs up 11. Not anymore. Actually, I said 11. It was actually 16. Carter gets his second field goal. He's got 8 in the game. It's 35-21.
Two quick players out there.
Brown and Wilson. Shot clock approaching 10 again. Toussaint finds Aweezy. His turnaround short, but he's going to go to the line.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but again, if you get the ball to that spot, which they just did at that high post area, and you got to be patient, you got to use pass fakes to do it, but the zone is so stretched out on the perimeter that it's easy. You catch it there, you either shoot it if they don't come at you. If they do, then there's another player open underneath, and Aweezy that time got fouled, and he makes the first free throw.
Jesse knocks down his first.
David Williams returning to the Buffalo.
13 of 17 from the free throw line this year. 75%. Got them both. Sweet stroke. Aweezy has 6. The Buffs have 37. And a 16-point lead over the Mustangs. Non-conference game between these two Lone Star Conference members. Here's an outside three knocked down. Jermaine Carter.
They needed that. They have not made many of those.
He has 11. That matches his season average. Wallace spins free, kicks it back to Brown to Aweezy. Has the ball deflected, goes out of bounds, Buffs basketball.
You better protect the ball on the perimeter because you talk about them leaving some openings in the middle of the zone, but on the perimeter they are like wolves out there trying to get that ball.
Aweezy and Wise to the bench. Shelley and Williams back in the lineup. Midwestern stays in the zone. Toussaint to Shelley for 3. Knock it down. That'll bring him out of the zone, maybe. 6 for Austin Shelley. Buffs lead at 40-24.
Every time he plays, he just gets better and better. You see the confidence for number 25 go up.
Long 3 missed by Sanders. Tried to get Toussaint out there, but Zach wouldn't bite. Here's one forced up and missed by Carter. Toussaint with the rebound.
That was excellent defense by Dalen Williams, too.
Toussaint down court, drives in, little floater, hits home.
Yes. Above the clouds, and it drops through the net.
13 for Zach to go with, how about a team-high 5 rebounds. Inside, turnaround, put up and in by John Weegar. His first bucket of the night.
Not surprised at all with Zach's play tonight, Kent. I mean, he struggled last Thursday at LCU, and the great players, they want to get right back on the court.
Wallace feeds Williams. Dalen, the left-hand hook. 4 points for Williams. Buffs on a roll here. Ball on the floor. In the corner to Weegar. He'll put it up from the mid-range and hits it.
And Tom Brown was intense. He wanted a defensive stop right there. And I think he maybe feels like there was a travel. Good look on the offensive side, though, for Midwestern State.
Buffs have hit their last 3 field goals after going 1 of 9. Here's Brown, makes it 4 of 4.
Julius Brown.
Juju with his first field goal. Buff lead up to 18 at 46-28.
It's a positive there for WT. Juju's not really doing a lot of scoring, and the Buffs are still at 46-28.
3 from outside, 2 strong. That was Terrell Wilson. Rebound comes down to Addison Wallace. That's the Buffs' 23rd rebound of the half.
Media timeout.
We've got a timeout on the floor. 1:40 to play in the first. Buffs lead it 46-28. You're watching West Texas A&M basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Joints begin to fail. It's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
Well, we were wondering which team would show up for West Texas A&M, and first half, they have responded.
They really have, Kent. I mean, offensively, they have just put on a clinic against this zone for Midwestern State that they have run defensively. Good passing. Talked about the assists. Buffs already 13 assists. Only 5 turnovers. They're shooting 48%. They've made 7 threes. They're perfect from the free throw line, 7 out of 7. So right now, the only thing that Tom Brown, that his face is red about right now, is he wants more defensive stops, even though they've only allowed 28 points so far. You know, for Midwestern State, only one player in double figures right now, and that is Jermaine Carter with 11. They're struggling to score, and they're really struggling from outside. They've only taken 8 threes. They've made 2 of them. Overall, Midwestern 31% from the field.
Toussaint with 13, Wise with 10 for the Buffaloes. 7 Buffs have scored in the first half. Still got a minute and a half to play. Wallace on the wing. Cross court to Toussaint. Shot clock at 8. Wallace has the 3. Went in, and Kavon got cleared out from behind. See who this one goes against. That was
a pancake block, Kent.
That was an obvious one.
Pierre Sanders, his second.
Pierre Sanders called for his second personal, team 5th. Buffs to inbound with 20 on the shot clock. Inbounds comes deep to Wise.
In his defense, it's kind of hard to block out Kavon, especially when you're Pierre and you're only 5'10".
Wise inside to Booker. Booker goes up, a little too strong. Tries to get his own rebound. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be Midwestern State's basketball.
We got a little stoppage here. Kent, congratulations to the Lady Buffs volleyball team. Kendra Potts' team makes the NCAA tournament. Second time in her short time here for WT as head coach that they've done that. They're going to be the number 7 seed. They'll take on Colorado School of Mines.
Went into the Lone Star Conference tournament as the 4 seed and brought home the trophy. Here's Toussaint, uses the bounce to his advantage.
How do you get a bounce like that?
That's his 4th 3. His career high is 6 at Angelo State last year. Here's Chukwu on the block. Turns around on Booker. Little strong. Kavon gets the rebound. That's his 3rd. He's going to be fouled.
You know, and Zach was making the right defensive play there. 1 dribble, 2 dribble, 3 dribble on that post back down, and Zach was coming off of his defender trying to come over and swipe at the ball. Good rebound by Kavon.
Pierre Saunders, his 3rd personal foul, team foul number 6 against the Mustangs. 30 seconds to play in the first. 4-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Buffs have spread the floor. 10 on the shot clock, 14 on the game clock. Brown on the wing, gets a screen from Wise. He leveled Uyghur. And the 3 from the corner by Austin Shelley is good. 3 seconds to play, a midcourt heave, no good. And the Buffs take it to the halftime locker room, leading it 52-28.
This is like a cheat code in a video game, Kent, when you have Zach Toussaint and Austin Shelley on the court at the same time.
Let's see if we have that last bucket to watch the screen by Larry Wise outside on John Uyghur.
Yeah, with both of these guys, I mean, right now Zach 6 of 9 from the field, 4 of 7. But Austin Shelley's heating up. He's 3 for 4. Look at this.
Hey fans, if you want to win $500.
So watch Uyghur try and run through the screen there. Austin Shelley wide open in the corner, nails it. Buffs lead at 52-28. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Lucas Kinsey is going to visit with Lady Buff head coach Josh Prock. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Joints begin to fail. It's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
A smile is understood in any language. It represents joy, love, and shows you care. At Full Smile Dental, our mission is to build lifelong relationships one smile at a time by providing accessible, compassionate, quality care with the personal touch of friendship. Come see us at Full Smile Dental, located in Canyon, Amarillo, Dumas, and Dalhart, and ask us about our free Whitening for Life program.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
How do you make something that's already fresh even fresher? By adding fresh new things, like crisp pico de gallo for a little kick, and creamy cilantro lime sauce for that extra whoa. And pepper jack cheese because, of course, all on top of 2 fresh beef patties, or with chicken on a brioche bun. Whataburger's limited time pico de gallo burger and new pico de gallo chicken sandwiches. Good thing for fresh things. Good thing there's Whataburger.
80 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Buffs!
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Lucas Kinsey with you at halftime on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Our score is 52-28. WT leading over Midwestern State in a great first half. We'll talk more about the Buffs and the statistics and how this first half has gone. After a little bit, we're going to visit with, right now, Lady Buff basketball head coach Josh Prock. And Coach, thanks for coming up and being with us here at halftime. How's everything going? You just got back from Idaho. And kind of give us a little update. Obviously, we lost a couple of those games, but they were close. And again, right now playing without point guard and leader on this team, Zam Roberts. But kind of just talk to us about the trip and how things went.
Oh, it's a beautiful part of the country.
Yeah.
I mean, Idaho is, Boise's a really nice town. It's right out, Napa's right outside of Boise, about maybe 15, 20 minutes. It was our first true road trip. I know we went to Baylor, but this is our first regular season true road trip that we had. And I think it did a lot of good for our kids. Our kids have always been pretty close. I think they got even closer. I think you would play two teams that are probably going to be knocking on the door of the NCAA tournament. Northwest Nazarene's a very physically good team. Central Washington just shot the lights out and played. Give both teams credit. They beat us and played well. But I thought we did a lot of really good things as well too, Lucas. And playing without Zam, playing without your quarterback. I mean, it was tough, but I was proud of the girls, and some of the girls really stepped up and played really well. So, we'll get there for sure.
Some things that came out of the week, felt like, well, in the first game, Northwest Nazarene had a couple of players that had not had big scoring performances that did. So you're talking about playing without Zam and causing some other players to have to step up. Talk about the individual performances that you saw in Idaho.
To your point, Taylor Williams and Haley Jancis played extremely well, especially against Northwest. I think Haley had 20 and Taylor, I want to say, had 12 or so. But both of them stepped up and played really well. And I think that's going to do a lot for their confidence moving forward. And I think, Carly was pretty consistent in both games. Olivia Lewis just played fantastic both games. So we did a lot of really, really good things from an individual perspective and from a team perspective. I was looking today, Lucas. I was looking at our region and just curiosity of who's played well. I mean, I kind of have an idea, but nobody's played the schedule we've had.
Right.
And I really think that we still have the best win in our region. That's a region win, and it's Southwest Oklahoma win.
Yeah.
So that's still going to go along. We're still 2-1 in region. Still have a lot left now. I mean, now pretty much every game, except with the exception of the Las Vegas tournament, is all region games. So now it's really time to go.
Yeah. If you can, Coach, just a little update with Zam. I mean, is she getting better?
She'll be back this weekend.
Okay.
She's going to start full go tomorrow, so she's good.
I know she's probably just can't wait to get out there. She is such a competitor.
Yeah.
Again, that was my question before the season. Not being around her, just only watching her as the opposing broadcaster, was she's had a year and a half off. She's married. She's older. Is that competitive fire and drive going to be there? It took me just one game, maybe even one quarter of a game to go, yep, she's definitely still a competitor.
Yeah, she is. And if nobody was, you really can't say anything to her being off the court just because she can't play. I mean, she wanted to be back out there worse than anybody.
Yeah.
And, so, yeah, she's going to be, you almost kind of feel bad for the next team because she has all this amped up energy to take out on somebody.
Well, let's talk about the next team. Let's talk about this weekend. And Josh, this is, I've told people it's a tradition now. It's becoming a tradition. Hopefully we get to continue this. But for the last 6 years, for me, the Pack-A-Sack Thanksgiving Classic, I don't do Black Friday, don't go out and shop and do all that stuff. I'm right here at the First United Bank Center Friday and Saturday. So talk to us about the teams that are coming in and your excitement being in this tournament now as the head coach of the home team.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, to be able to stay in your own home, be able to spend Thanksgiving with your family here. One of the things for the fans to get excited too is that, we won't play Southwest Oklahoma, but they're coming back to play the other two teams.
Yeah.
So you've got great competition. Fort Lewis, our first game, always been a very good RMAC team, very well balanced inside out. It's the same thing. Western Colorado was the NCAA tournament team last year. So, I mean, they knocked on the door.
Yes.
I think they were right there. So I think they were 7th or 8th. So we have two very good teams coming in here. It'll be a fun weekend. And we're ready just to get back after it again, Yeah. Got our rest, got our legs back underneath us, and so it's time to get back out to the practice court and get ready.
Do you talk just a little Thanksgiving here before we let you go? I absolutely love Thanksgiving. I actually feel like it gets kind of passed by because of Christmas. Everybody's got the Christmas lights going and already talking about shopping, but I love Thanksgiving. I love the food and football, obviously, on the TV, but I love the basketball tournaments that are on as well. What your thoughts on Thanksgiving? I mean, traditions you have, things your family has done over the years?
Well, I've been a basketball coach a long time, so
yes,
playing a lot of basketball, a lot of practices and stuff like that. But I'm very thankful for my family. I obviously spoiled because my wife and mother-in-law, they can all cook, so I've got to work out a lot Thursday morning, so I don't put too much weight on. But
okay, let's talk a couple. It will make me even hungrier than I am right now. Talk some of your favorite Thanksgiving dishes, Josh. Just things that you look forward to every year.
I love the smoked turkey we do. I love that. And my wife has a mac and cheese that I probably could eat the whole pan.
Okay.
And I don't need to because then I would feel bad. The pack-a-sack, I wouldn't be much worth in that tournament if I did. So better not do that.
We're looking forward to this weekend. And so have a great Thanksgiving with your family. Glad to have you a part of the WT family this year, sir.
I'm thankful to be here for sure. Thankful for you guys and actually thankful for all the fans. So we appreciate everybody here.
All right, we're going to take a timeout, come back. We'll talk stats from the first half again. WT leading over Midwestern State on the men's side tonight right now at halftime, 52-28. We're back with more hoops after these messages.
90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Bucks!
Joints begin to fail. It's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
A smile is understood in any language. It represents joy, love, and shows you care. At Full Smile Dental, our mission is to build lifelong relationships one smile at a time by providing accessible, compassionate, quality care with the personal touch of friendship. Come see us at Full Smile Dental, located in Canyon, Amarillo, Dumas, and Dalhart, and ask us about our free Whitening for Life program.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
How do you make something that's already fresh even fresher? By adding fresh new things, like crisp pico de gallo for a little kick, and creamy cilantro lime sauce for that extra whoa. And pepper jack cheese because, of course, all on top of 2 fresh beef patties, or with chicken on a brioche bun. Whataburger's limited time pico de gallo burger and new pico de gallo chicken sandwiches. Good thing for fresh things. Good thing there's Whataburger.
Halftime at the First United Bank Center. Buffaloes leading the Mustangs 52-28. Let's take a look at our halftime statistics from a team perspective. Midwestern State, 9 of 30 from the floor for 30%. Three-point range, they were 2 of 8 for 25%. Free throws, they went to the line 9 times, knocked down 8 for 88%. The Buffs as a team, 18 of 37, 48%. They were 9 of 21. That's
hot from the three-point line,
43%
KJ.
from three-point range, 7 of 7, 100% from the free throw line. Buffaloes out-rebounding the Mustangs, 25-15. Of those 25, 10 came on the offensive end. And for a game with this much scoring, very few turnovers. 6 for Midwestern State, 5 for West Texas. Individually, Midwestern State, Jalen Brown has 1 rebound. Jermaine Carter has a team-high 11 points and 4 boards. Terrell Wilson, 2 points. Pierre Sanders, 3 points, 1 rebound. Jordan Teal with 3 points. Luke Hamilton has 3 rebounds. John Uyghur has 3 rebounds. Amici Chukwu has 2 points. Evan McCarthy has 3 points. Again, the Mustangs 9 of 30 from the floor, 2 of 8 from three-point range. For the Buffaloes, Jesse Oweezy, 6 points, 2 boards. Julius Brown, 5 points, 1 rebounds, and 4 assists. Zach Toussaint, a game-high 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Hayden Blankley with 3 points. Larry Wise with 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Dalen Williams, 4 points, 1 rebound. Austin Shelley, 9 points, 2 rebounds. And that 9 points is a career high for the young freshman. Addison Wallace, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Cameron Bell has 1 assist. Kevon Booker with 2 points, 3 rebounds. The Buffs, 18 of 37 from the floor, 9 of 21 from 3. 15 of their 18 made field goals were assisted.
We talked about those assists, Kent, and some of it has come off of fast break opportunities, but a lot of it has just been textbook passing against the defense of Midwestern State. And again, fundamentals, pass fake, get it to the high post, go to the open spot, being patient and not taking quick shots, but getting a better shot. And we saw at the end of that first half how fired up Zach Toussaint was about the play of Austin Shelley, because Zach knows, my goodness, what are you going to do defensively if you're having to guard the Buffaloes? And now I got to worry not just about one hot shooter in Toussaint, but 2 of them on the floor at the same time. That's going to be a problem.
It'll be the Buffs basketball to start the second half. Wise gets it in the backcourt to Brown. Brown up top. Gets a screen from Oweezy, launches a 3, no good. Blankley hustles for the rebound, bats it 3 times, and it goes out of bounds.
That's called flirting with a foul right there. Hayden was
over the back.
Nearly over the back. If you're Midwestern State, you're thinking, yeah, he probably was over the back.
Mustangs with their first possession of the second half. Here's Sanders in the paint. Kicks it in the corner to Jamie Sanders. They go underneath. Jermaine Carter gets the lay-in.
The Nation of the Buffaloes truly appreciate your support. Enjoy the second half.
Toussaint, he'll put up a 3 from outside, and that's right where we left off the first half. How about 5 threes and 7 field goals? Toussaint has 19. His career high, 20. He's done it twice. Brown tripped up as he goes down court.
Mustang foul.
Mustang foul against Terrell Wilson, his first, team's
Terrell
first.
Wilson, that's his first personal.
It's a non-shooting foul.
First team foul of the Mustangs in the second half.
Although you knew Juju was about to shoot.
He was.
Gets it into Wise. The Mustangs weren't on him. Wise bobbled the pass, recovered, and lays it in.
Yeah, they fell asleep on the inbound play there defensively. Midwestern State did.
Here's Carter working on a Wheezy. Kicks it outside. 3 up, no good. Blankley with the rebound. Down court quick to Toussaint off the glass and in. And ladies and gentlemen, 21 points and a career high for Zach Toussaint.
And it's a familiar start, Kent. This looks just like we started the game tonight. It's a 7-0 run.
Inside spin move by Carter, gets it up and in. 4 this half for Carter, 59-32. Brown quickly to the rack, off the glass, too strong. Brown with the rebound. Chukwu on the baseline, kicks it in the corner to Jamie Sanders. His 3 is good. 59-35 Buffaloes. Toussaint from 18, nothing but net.
He may go for 30 tonight.
61-35 Buffs. Feed inside intended for Sanders, knocked away from Blankley. Here's Brown at the other end for the layup.
Yeah.
Justin Leslie wants a timeout, not happy with the team, his team's defending at the start of the second half here.
He should be upset because the Buffs are getting wide open layups, wide open threes. Pretty easy right now. We're going to take a timeout. 17-17 left, second half. Number 3 team in the country, looking every bit impressive, leading 63-35. We're back after these messages.
Welcome to MetaDrive Pharmacy, Canyon's hometown pharmacy for over 32 years. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. You see the WT bench huddled up there. Fans enjoying this one. Again, a great crowd here on the Monday evening. First night for a lot of the people, a lot of the kids here tonight, Kent, because they're on Thanksgiving break. And right now, Justin Leslie on the other side from Midwestern State, he's talking to his team about, guys, we got to play a little better here, more competitive, because they're giving up a lot of easy looks for WT. The Buffs are shooting 52% from the field.
For the game, 71% for this half.
Wow.
Now, Midwestern State shooting 75%, but they've just got 4 attempts. They're 3 of 4. The Buffs 5 of 7. Hope this carries through to this weekend. How are you going to spend Black Friday, Lucas?
Right here at the First United Bank Center, Kent. It's the tradition.
The Pack-A-Sack Thanksgiving Classic. Buffs host Oklahoma Baptist Friday afternoon at 5. 2 women's games, 2 men game. Inside, shot put up and missed by Brown, but there with the follow is Jermaine Carter. He's got all 6 of Midwestern State's second half points.
Yeah, we're going to see some good teams on the men's side. Oklahoma Baptist, a team that I'm looking forward to seeing.
Blankley puts up a 3, no good. Rebound comes down to the Mustang Sanders. In the paint to Brown. They feed Carter. He's hot, and he lays it in again. 8 points in the half for Jermaine Carter.
Good head fake.
He's up to 17.
Yeah, we'll see Oklahoma Baptist. We'll see Southwestern Oklahoma State, Eastern New Mexico, and then WT.
On the women's side, Western Colorado, WT, Southwestern Oklahoma State.
Fort Lewis.
And Fort Lewis, that's right. Here's Wilson. Feeds who else? Carter inside. He misses. Dalen Williams gets the rebound.
Sloppy.
Yep. Hayden Blankley knew better. It's going to be the Buffs basketball, though. Addison Wallace returns to the floor, replacing Wise. Blankley heads to the bench, replaced by Booker.
And it's interesting, you talked about Thanksgiving and Black Friday and the shopping. I wonder nowadays.
I didn't say shopping.
Well,
I said basketball.
I know. But there's going to be a lot of people that are going to want to do that. I just wonder now with, so many, you just do everything online. You just buy everything, have it shipped to your house. And so that means people should be right here on Friday and Saturday.
You and I will be here. And if you're not here, you need to be watching on the LSC Digital Network. Here's Tucson. Little floater from 15, no good. Wallace gets the rebound. Gives it to Booker. Off the glass and in.
Great adjustment in midair by Kevon Booker.
4 points for the sophomore from Schertz. As ZZ Top would say, little town down around San Antonio.
Yeah, there you go. Ha, 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 ha.
Here's Uyghur in the paint. Ball batted out of bounds. Chukwu couldn't hold on to it. Juju knocked it out of bounds. We've got a whistle.
See, I know my ZZ Top, Ken. My parents raised me right with the classic rock.
My parents raised me with just classic, and I had to find the rock.
And also about 5 years of hanging out with Kent Johnson and Bryce Sheets.
There you go. 15-15 to play in the first. We're not leading you astray, Lucas. Buffs lead at 65-39. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
15-15 still to play here in the second half, a battle of two Lone Star Conference opponents in non-conference action tonight. And right now WT really giving it to Midwestern State, leading 65-39. Lucas Kinsey along with Kent Johnson, our director tonight, Jacob Griffin and the Thunder Vision team, providing outstanding coverage, as always, here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Kent, earlier we talked about the Lady Buff volleyball team moving on. Also, a big congratulations to Butch Loffer and the Booton Buffs. They're still playing. They're in the third round of the NCAA tournament after a big win over Azusa Pacific on Saturday. In
California, and their reward is another trip to California next week.
Okay.
Where they'll play Cal Poly Pomona.
And get the Beach Boys music going, right?
There's Cameron Bell with the steal. Beach baby there on the sand. From July till the end of September. Here's Booker. Right wing to Brown. Inlet pass intended for Williams. Dalen thought he was held up. Weren't quite on the same page there.
Cameron Bell out on the floor right now. He's been so good defensively. Has struggled offensively this year, but again, his role on this team is the defensive side, to harass the perimeter, be a good passer, a good distributor. Really like Cameron Bell, though, what he does for this team.
Near corner, Jordan Teal dribbles in the paint. Booker knocked it away. Ball still loose. Teal comes up with it. 4 on the shot clock. A 3 by Hamilton, no good. Williams with the rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball. Midwestern State's possession. Kind of got ugly there.
A little bit. Speaking of ugly, did you see the play with LeBron James last night and the player for the Pistons?
I saw it this morning. That's not basketball. Here's Wager, misses, rebound knocked out of bounds. Chukwu knocked it out of bounds. Buffs basketball. Blankley returns to the court, replacing Williams. Midwestern State with token pressure in the backcourt.
Yeah, talked about that play last night, and it looked like there was going to be a fight. Our good friend Jerry Schaefer posted this on Twitter today. Said, old school, no cheap shots, with a picture of two players from the 70s.
Well, Darryl Dawkins is one of them. He was a big man at the time. And Wallace pushed off with the elbow, the forearm. Did a jump stop at the line and raised the forearm up and got called. That'll be his first. Team foul number 1 of the half against the Buffaloes. We've played 6 minutes.
Yeah, really the only sport where you're okay with there being a fight, Kent, is hockey, right? It's expected.
And they keep trying to clean that game up. But fighting's just part of the way they enforce it. Pump fake by Hamilton. Baselines, Chukwu backing in on Booker, goes up, blocked by Booker. Chukwu gets the rebound and kicks it outside. Wager drives in, runs into Booker. We've got a whistle, and they're going to call Kavon with the block.
Yeah, that time he did make some contact, but his timing on his shot blocking is just incredible. He waits, and his vertical is just, it's better than anyone else on the court right here. Here's the foul, though, as he slides over.
Watching John Wager try and get position against Addison Wallace. Wager's had a rough existence tonight. He got taken down with a screen late in the first half, and then he runs into a solid Kavon Booker on that dribble drive. Here's Evan McCarthy. Pull up from 15, won't go. Blankley with the rebound, and we've got a foul called against the Mustangs.
And boy, the Buffs are crashing the boards hard tonight. The total rebounds now, it's 30-22 in favor of West Texas A&M. And again, you have to remember that this Midwestern State team was, coming into this game, out-rebounding their opponents 41-32. Rebounds will win you some games.
They were also shooting in excess of 45% and scoring an average of 80 points a game. Here's Wallace. His reverse won't go, gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Blankley. He's a little off with his three. Rebound comes down the Mustangs. Outlet to Wager. Wager feeds Chukwu on the baseline. Chukwu tries to send it out. It's intercepted by Bell. Ahead to Wallace. Feed to Toussaint for the bucket.
Addison Wallace with some tricks up his sleeve. And he finds Zach. I told you he was getting close. He's working for 30. He's at 25 points right now. Career high tonight for Zach.
Fouls against Blankley. His third. Team's third of the half. Ball's going to be inbounded underneath. Sanders gets it in to Carter. Right wing to Sanders, jump stop in the paint, nowhere to go, and he walks.
Man.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
It did, and then, as you said, nobody was open. It's just great defense. You deny out everywhere, and it forces a turnover. And you go back to this assist-to-turnover ratio tonight. WT, 20 assists, and the Buffaloes have only committed 7 turnovers.
Buff defense has held Midwestern State scoreless over the last 4 minutes, 11 seconds. Wallace on the wing. He'll put up a three. A little too strong. Mustangs Teal gets the rebound and brings it up court himself.
Teal is a transfer, Kent, from Texas A&M Commerce.
Teal gets it in the paint, spins in the paint. Wallace reaches in. I think they've got Addison with the foul. That's who it is. That's Addison's second. Team foul number 4. Got a full timeout on the floor with 11:52 to play. Buffs lead it 67-39. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology.
Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Score 67-39, and for West Texas A&M, it really is just one of these nights for whoever would have been the opponent tonight, would have been very tough to hang with the Buffaloes, because offense, they're getting the job done. Defense, they're getting the job done, making it very difficult for a talented Midwestern State team. And it's a team effort, KJ, really, for the Buffaloes. Every player that stepped on the floor tonight, they're contributing, playing as a team, and as a result, the score, they lead 67-39.
Buffs came in tonight averaging 77.
At the line shooting for the Mustangs, Jordan Teal.
Jordan Teal at the line, shooting twice, knocks down the first. He was 1 of 1 from the line in the first half. Freshman from Austin. Knocks them both down. He's got 5. Buffs lead trimmed to 67-41. Here's Wallace tied up outside and fouled outside by Teal. That'll be Jordan's first. Team foul number 3.
Team foul number 3. Julius Brown returns for Cameron Bell.
Here's Blankley up top. Left side to Shelley. 5 on the shot clock. Shelley's going to take it to the rack. Oh, he can't get it, but Booker does with the follow.
That was an impressive play. It was impressive. Shelley drives to the paint and nearly finishes, but his buddy Kavan was there.
He is a fearless freshman. Here's Jermaine Carter for 3. Rims out, no good. Julius Brown knocks it out of bounds.
Let's look at this one again. The drive from Shelley.
Look at that lane open.
And then if you don't box out number 11, that is going to happen. Kavan has done that follow dunk probably 4 or 5 times already this year. As Dick Vitale used to say, he would be a part of the high riser team. Oh, baby.
Dalen Williams cleans the glass there. To Juju. Off the glass, won't go. There's Williams.
Okay. Big D wants in on the action, too.
You're not the only one on this elevator ride.
I see it, Dalen Williams. Nomination accepted. Yes.
And Justin Leslie wants a timeout. 10:34 to play. Buffs by 30. Let's watch Dalen with the follow. Yes. You're watching Buff basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
West Texas A&M having fun tonight, leading by 30 points. And again, this Midwestern State team, they're struggling tonight, but this is going to be a team that as we get down later in the season in conference play, they're going to win a lot of games. They just have not been able to slow down the Buffs tonight.
They had a solid win over Central Oklahoma Saturday night. There's a 3 knockdown. Pierre Saunders. Central Oklahoma always stout out of the MIAA. And the Mustangs throttled them 86-65. Here's Julius from 18, no good. Teal with the rebound. Inside of 10 minutes to play. Buffs flirting with a 30-point lead. Strong drive by Pierre Sanders results in a foul. Austin Shelley picks up his 3rd, team's 5th against WT.
Again, for Midwestern State, only one player in double figures, Carter with 19. And Terrell Wilson, leading scorer 2 points, 0 for 4 from the field. He's got both his points from the free throw line. They just have some guys that normally get things going from a production standpoint on the offensive side. That has not happened tonight. And give credit to Tom Brown's defense, the Buffs' defense tonight.
Midwestern State came in with 3 players averaging double figures. And as you mentioned, Lucas Carter, the only one performing up to task.
Uh-oh. That was 6 players there, KJ.
That's, well.
And Austin Shelley was.
It's a line change in hockey. You talked about hockey, and that's what they're trying to do.
He was scurrying off the court, trying to not be noticed.
We saw him. 71-46. 25-point lead for WT. Here's Tucson. Had a shot partially blocked. Williams saves it to Brown. Left wing to Wise. Up top, guess who? Tucson. Little too long. Iwuzi had the ball, but he tried to tap it to a teammate and tapped it to John Uyghur. Uyghur back to Hamilton. His three's off the mark. Midwestern State gets the rebound. Jermaine Carter. Foul goes on Tucson, his first, the Buffs' 6th.
Some score updates for you, Kent. A couple of games in the Lone Star Conference tonight. It's halftime at the Pit in Albuquerque, and Western New Mexico trails 45-27, playing a Division I opponent there. And then Oklahoma Panhandle State on the road tonight at Eastern New Mexico, a team that we will see this weekend. The Greyhounds get the win 85-72 at Greyhound Arena, one of our favorite places to go to in the past because of the rock band, right?
Hopefully they still have it. It's been 2 years since we've heard.
Bass guitar.
It is smooth. Here's Uyghur. He's smooth in the paint. Puts it up and in. Yeah, Eastern going to be interesting to watch this year. They've got a new coaching staff over there. They come in from University of Southern Indiana.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And you know what that means.
Yep. You said that Southern Indiana, and that caught my attention.
Yeah. That's an Elite 8 program. 71-48, Buffs lead, 8.5 to play. Shot clock winding down to 5. Tucson drives, going to be tied up. Fouled.
Yeah.
Mustang foul.
This is going to go on John Uyghur, his first personal. And don't you know it burns a coach when you've got 2 on the shot clock and you foul?
And they did, yeah.
He did. So the Buffs get a fresh 20 with 8:24 to play. Brown gets it in deep to Booker.
What a luxury. Just throw it as high as you can, and Kevon will get that.
Wise dribbles out of any defender. Now he leans in and puts it off the glass. He started from 12 feet out.
Just love watching his offensive game.
14 for Wise. He's averaging 16.5. 3 from the corner. Jalen Brown, no good. Wise gets the rebound. Only his 3rd tonight. Blankley thought about it. Gave it to Zach. He'll take the jumper and pops it.
27.
And we've got a full timeout on the floor. 7:39 to play. Buffs lead it. 75-48. We'll be back with more. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. 7:39 left in the second half, 75-48. We appreciate everyone joining us tonight on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network, and looking forward to this weekend.
Largest crowd of the season thus far, 1,217 at the First United Bank Center. Just getting a taste of what we're going to see this Friday and Saturday. The WT Pack-A-Sack Thanksgiving Classic gets underway on the women's side, and it'll get underway at 12 noon Friday as Southwestern Oklahoma State takes on Western Colorado. Lady Buffs take on Fort Lewis at 2:30 p.m. The men host Oklahoma Baptist at 5, and to wrap up the first day, Eastern New Mexico takes on Southwest Oklahoma on the men's side.
Carter with a bucket there inside. He's had a good game tonight. He's been a bright
very
spot.
Much. 21 points, 8 rebounds. Got an assist as well. He's done most of the shooting. Here's Booker, turns around. On the reverse, it won't go. Wow. Would have been nice if that one would have fallen. Brown with the rebound.
You're talking about the teams we're going to see this weekend. I'm excited to see Oklahoma Baptist, Kent, that first opponent that WT's going to have. As a bucket tapped in there.
By Carter.
We saw OBU, was it last year or a couple seasons ago, and Coach Eaker, he's got a veteran team.
Nobody stepped in on Julius Brown. He has 7.
That team has height. Back to the Bison, they have height, good shooters. So I think that's going to be a good test, fun game there for the Buffs on that first day.
Julius Brown's having a fun game. Picks a pocket, takes it in, and gets rejected by Teal at the other end. And Kevin McGill brings up a foul on Jordan Teal. That'll be Teal's second. They'll send Juju to the line, shooting twice. Calls Westerville, Ohio, home. Suburb of Columbus.
So we need to ask him, Kent, is he an Ohio State fan or is he a Cincinnati fan this year, right? Those two teams could be in the playoffs in college football.
Julius makes the first.
And I'll say it, right now, just the way that the games have played out, I think Cincinnati should be in that top 4. They've got that win over Notre Dame. You can only play the schedule that you're given.
Yeah,
but
that's what they're dealing with. You play the schedule they give them. They have the one signature win. If they that rolled around and fell out. If they have one blemish, it's that some of their conference opponents they didn't just throttle.
Okay.
Now, when they played SMU, which was a big game, they throttled them. Here's Juju with another steal. Can't get the score. He's fouled at the other end. This time the foul goes on Pierre Sanders, his 4th. Mustangs 6th. But I agree with you. When you watch them play, and the idea is to win the game.
Sure.
And they are winning the game, every game. But, there's something to be said if Oklahoma State and Oklahoma face each other in the Big 12 championship game and the Cowboys win, the Sooners win. You got to think that
and Alabama is still waiting there too, Ken. Alabama wants to obviously beat Georgia in an SEC championship matchup, and if they do that, you're going to have Alabama and Georgia both in there.
And that only leaves 2 spots.
And I think it's going to be a Big Ten winner and Cincinnati if they can win out.
Oh, there's a nice 3, Jordan Teal outside. And the eye test out of the Big Ten right now, I know Michigan plays good defense, but how do you keep Ohio State off the scoreboard?
And they're going to play this weekend, right?
That's the game this weekend, and it's in Columbus. Gee, I wonder if game day is going to be there. Buffs threw that one away. Brown tried to find Toussaint outside, but it got away.
So we talked about the Buffs' Thanksgiving plans. Midwestern State, KJ, they're going to go play some good basketball this weekend. Aberdeen, South Dakota for the Dakota Classic. They'll play Northern State, the Wolves, and also Minnesota Crookston. And we saw the Wolves a couple of seasons ago at the Elite Eight when we were there, when the Buffs were there, and wow, what a following that team has, the fan base for Northern State. It's a great program, and so that ought to be a great matchup for Coach Leslie's team.
Yeah, there's a lot of programs that could take a lesson from what Northern State does with their following on the road.
Yep.
Foul was on Jonas Carlisle, seeing his second action of the season, a 6'2 freshman from San Antonio. Pair of free throws knocked down by MSU. Here's Wallace to Toussaint. Quick three, short. Rebound in the corner, goes out of bounds. It'll be Midwestern State's basketball with 5:09 to play, and the Buffs up 80-57. Buffs have surpassed their season average. Midwestern State needs 23 more.
You know, you look back at Zach Toussaint, the performance he's had tonight. It's not just the scoring, the 27 points. I mean, that's incredible. But he also has 5 rebounds. He also has 3 assists. A complete player. He's gotten better every season. He's gotten stronger. I think that's helped his game both offensively and defensively. So he is a fun player for us to get to watch and broadcast, and very lucky and fortunate as well, Kent, to be 2 of the lucky owners of the trading card for Zach Toussaint.
How many are in circulation?
I don't know.
Might be 2.
I'm going to make it even more special sounding and say that there's maybe 10 of those out there. I don't know.
Carter knocks them both down. He's up to 25. Addison, oh man, that 3 wanted to go and just wouldn't. Midwestern State with a 7-0 run over the last minute. There's a 3 missed from outside by Sanders. Rebound goes out of bounds, last touched by Chukwu.
They have evened up the rebounds a little bit. It's 37-35. At one point in the first half, Buffs were out-rebounding Midwestern State by double digits. But they set the tone, though, early in this game by crashing the boards, getting extra possessions, hitting the shots. I think it was just one of those deals where Midwestern State was being out-hustled at the beginning of this game.
Game has kind of plateaued over the last couple minutes, and we still got 4:30 to go. Brown. Right side to Carlisle. He'll put up a 3. Look at that. Everybody's in on the fun.
We've said this several times. If you don't shoot it, we don't recruit it here at WT. Well, Carlisle obviously shoots it.
And gets a rebound on the defensive end. That's Carlisle's first field goal of his career, and then he has his pocket picked by Jordan Teal, who converts it. So a field goal, a rebound, and then a turnover. He needs an assist on this possession. Brown, he's going to do it himself from about 17, no good. Strong rebound by Sanders. The outlet to Wager in the corner. Teal missed everything with his 3. Dalen Williams gets the rebound and is tied up by Chukwu.
It was funny, I was watching Carlisle, you know, you said it, he made the 3, then he comes down, gets the rebound, but he was careless with the ball and got it stolen. Tom Brown had the look of a disappointed father. Come on, Carlisle.
Well, they can talk about it on the bench right now because we've got a full timeout, 3:38 to play. Buffs in cruise control, 83-61. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Buffaloes, impressive tonight throughout this ball game. Lead at 83-61 with 3:38 left. Lucas Kinsey alongside Kent Johnson. Glad to have you with us tonight along with the Thunder Vision team. Your director tonight, Jacob Griffin. Still working on Chance Haugen to see if we're going to get that turkey over the weekend, KJ. Now, on the turkey, can you eat the leftovers, you know, for a couple days? I can. I just put it in that microwave and get after it.
Yeah. We, at the Johnson household, we divvy it up as complete meals. We'll have plates with turkey and dressing, and I love the sweet potatoes, green bean casserole. We'll put them all together, and then you can just pop it in the microwave all at once. Dalen Williams missed the free throw, but there's a steal by Oweezy at the other end.
The other Thanksgiving traditions are obviously the football matchups on Thursday. Our Cowboys will try to make amends after a bad showing against the Chiefs. They'll take on Oakland. But the game, the first game, that's the one I was talking to Jacob Griffin off camera, our director, and he said, one of my favorite Thanksgiving traditions is watching Detroit lose. So the Lions take on the Bears. And
that is an annual event.
Well, and this year, Detroit, Kent, is still searching for their first win. They have one tie.
But, the Bears are struggling mightily themselves.
I mean, oh my, Lions, no Tigers, some Bears. But, yeah, see, when I was a kid, it was Barry Sanders that you would at least get a treat to watch him on Thanksgiving.
It was a little different, yeah. Jesse Oweezy knocks them both down. Torian Harris sees his first action tonight, replacing Dalen Williams. Torian, 6'6" freshman from Rowlett. Here's Carter with the drive. Goes up and in. Takes it at Oweezy. Wow.
And we know how strong Jesse is. Still just a freshman, but he is strong, and that shows you the player that Carter is. Goodness.
Carter was 17 of his 27 in the second half. Puts it up too strong. Oweezy gets the ricochet for a rebound. To Carlisle. To Jesse. Hello! You could see that one coming.
Well, he looks surprised. Like, is nobody going to come over and try to defend this? Okay.
Got to take what's given to you. There's Terrell Wilson with a nice turnaround. Averages 13.5. He's got 4 today. Here's Austin Shelley. Drives under the basket. Has it knocked out of bounds.
And I said this the last broadcast we had with him. Let's look at this last replay real quick. Oweezy.
You can see the paint just open up. You step in on him. No, you step in on him.
You were supposed to take that charge.
Carlisle, oh my. He was outside looking for Parker Nielsen. And
just be a little more patient there.
Nielsen was ready to set a screen for somebody. Nielsen, 6'4" freshman from Prescott, Wisconsin. Saw some starting action last year late in the year. Wilson to Carter, drives baseline, has the ball stripped, and he draws the foul. This is going to go against
Fuller.
Trayvon Fuller. Yes. Trayvon saw action against MSU Moorhead.
Shooting, Jermaine Carter.
It's the 10th team foul against the Buffs. Jermaine Carter at the line. Misses the first. He has another one headed his way.
One shot.
Gets the second. He is up to 28 points. On the floor for the Buffs, Jonas Carlisle, Trayvon Fuller, Austin Shelley, Torian Harris, and Parker Nielsen.
Get a foul on the floor.
Going to be called against John Uyghur, his second. Team foul number 8 against Midwestern State.
Yeah, so again, the Mustangs have to collect themselves quickly, Kent, because Northern State, they will be a very formidable opponent.
Yeah.
A lot of size.
I believe the term the younger generation like to use is they'll be a load.
Yes. And again, their tournament will be in Aberdeen, South Dakota.
Austin Shelley.
And Austin Shelley knocks them both down, and he is up to 11.
Yeah, his career high.
Forgot something there, Jordan Teal, Buffs basketball.
Yeah, Shelley is a player that, as you watch him, a lot of different things in his repertoire, but he's deceptively athletic, you know, especially with the ball in his hands. He's crafty, takes care of the basketball, doesn't turn it over. We know he's a great shooter, but I've been impressed with his overall offensive game.
Yeah, he can handle the ball. He can shoot the ball. He's played some defense, too. Here's Harris. Brought the ball down, about had it taken away. Carlisle for three, no good. You know, some freshmen come in like Jesse Oweezy, and they look like they've been here a few years.
Yeah.
Austin Shelley, no offense, he looks like a freshman because he hasn't had the time in the weight room. 89-68. Harris drives, switches hands, a little too strong.
The equalizer, though, Ken, on the other side of that, and he'll get stronger, Shelley will. The equalizer is your fundamentals, your skills.
That was too easy. Terrell Wilson with the underhand flip. Nobody guarded him. Inside of a minute to play. Buffs have 89. The Mustangs have 70. Largest lead for the Buffs tonight was 30 at the 10:39 mark. Here's a three. Knock it down,
Yeah.
Trayvon Fuller.
His teammates on the bench approve of that shot.
And at the other end, Torian Harris deflects the ball out of bounds. 92-70 our score. I mean, they ran the clock. You can't tell guys that have been sitting on the bench to come in and just dribble it out.
I did not expect this large of a win here tonight against a tough Midwestern State team. Kind of got shell-shocked at the beginning and just never were able to recover.
Foul goes against Torian Harris. That's his first personal. That'll send the Mustangs to the line twice. Jordan Teal steps to the line.
You did get a sense, though, Kenton, you were there Thursday for the Buffs loss on the road against Lubbock Christian. You got a sense that whoever the next opponent was, they better be ready because WT was disappointed. They did not feel like they played their best game. Lubbock Christian obviously played very well, made a lot of free throws. And the Buffs, they were ready to get back on the court.
Yeah, like you, I thought this was going to be a real test. It'll be a test of how good the Buffs are. We'll see how good Midwestern State is. I don't think we know how good Midwestern State is because we did not see their best. But we have seen what can happen when WT has a chip on their shoulder and comes out and hits their shots. 18 to play in the game. Shot clock at 13. Fuller is fouled outside. That's going to be Terrell Wilson picking up his second personal. Team's 10th, so that'll send Trevon to the line for the first time this season, shooting twice.
It's back-to-back games for WT where they have been very, very deadly at the free throw line tonight. They've only missed two. I think they only missed two Thursday against Lubbock. They just didn't get there enough.
Didn't get there too much. Tonight, different matter. They are 16 of 18.
2 points.
Fuller makes them both. 94-71. Pull up three. Knocked down by Jordan Teal. He's got 11, and that'll do it. 94-74 will be our final. Buffs go to 6-1 overall. Midwestern State falls to 2-2. 94-74. The Buffs rebound from their first loss of the year to defeat Midwestern State. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back, have our post-game stats, and wrap it up. You've been watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
A smile is understood in any language. It represents joy, love, and shows you care. At Full Smile Dental, our mission is to build lifelong relationships one smile at a time by providing accessible, compassionate, quality care with the personal touch of friendship. Come see us at Full Smile Dental, located in Canyon, Amarillo, Dumas, and Dalhart, and ask us about our free Whitening for Life program.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
How do you make something that's already fresh even fresher? By adding fresh new things, like crisp pico de gallo for a little kick, and creamy cilantro lime sauce for that extra whoa. And pepper jack cheese because, of course, all on top of 2 fresh beef patties, or with chicken on a brioche bun. Whataburger's limited time pico de gallo burger and new pico de gallo chicken sandwiches. Good thing for fresh things. Good thing there's Whataburger.
90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Bucks! Welcome back to the First United Bank Center on the campus of West Texas A&M University, where the West Texas A&M Buffaloes run their season mark to 6-1 with a very solid 94-74 win over Midwestern State, who falls to 2-2 on the season. Buffs led 52-28 at the half. Midwestern State outscoring the Buffs 46-42 in the second half, and I wonder if part of the post-game pep talk is going to be we've got to keep your foot on the throat when you have an opponent on the ropes like tonight. As Lucas Kinsey, the Buffs came out with a vengeance to start the game, and then they started the second half with the same spirit.
They did. They were hitting their shots. The passing was just incredible all night long. You know, we'll talk about all these statistics, but that's the one that stands out. 24 assists for the Buffaloes, just 12. Meanwhile, on the other side for Midwestern State, WT got great production from a lot of players. We'll talk about Zach Toussaint, obviously, in his career night that he had, scoring the 27 points. But, KJ, you circle this one here because look at what the WT Buffs were able to do off the bench. 31 bench points. That's a great mark. I mean, when coaches look at able to get that production from the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players, they did that. And so a lot of categories were very positive, but you're right. We know that Tom Brown and Chris Gove and Quincy Henderson are very picky. It's a big picture for them. They want to get back to the Elite Eight, to the Final Four, to the national championship, and that starts by playing a solid 40 minutes. They did not play great defense in the second half. They played some great defense in spurts, though, throughout.
Buffs had 5 players in double-figure scoring. The Mustangs had 2. And here's the way our team stats break down for Midwestern State. From the floor, they were 25 of 63 for 39%. The Buffaloes, meanwhile, 33 of 72 for 45%. Mustangs three-point range, 6 of 19, 31%. Buffs started out very hot in the first half, cooled off a little bit down the stretch, but still 12 of 34, 35% respectable from outside, especially when you get 36 points behind the arc. Free throws, the Mustangs 18 of 22, that's 81%. The Buffs 16 of 18, 88%. And at the half, the Buffs were beating Midwestern State badly on the boards in the rebounding category. And in the end, both teams get 40 rebounds. Of those 40, 16 of the Buffs were on the offensive end. 15 of Midwestern State's were on the offensive end. Both teams pretty stingy with the basketball. The Buffs only turned it over 10 times. Midwestern State at 16.
You know, the Buffaloes make the 12 threes and just 6 for Midwestern. That's a strength for this Mustang team, as they average 10 threes per game. And so WT, again, you go back to that defense, there were some times tonight where they were just making it so difficult for Midwestern State to get into any kind of a rhythm offensively. I think that is an improvement we've seen every year since Tom Brown arrived in Canyon, Texas. The defense just get better and better and better. We've come to expect these nights of offensive output where you score nearly 100 points. But one thing, though, that has been so solid is the improvement on the defensive end. We know that when you get into the postseason, you got to be able to shut teams down, and so that's what I felt like tonight was a great positive for the Buffs, was that defense.
Last year was the first year that I felt the Buffs had turned into a good rebounding team. They have had good rebounders over the years.
Yep.
Ryan Quaid comes to mind, but this is a team that has been very solid rebounding. Let's take a look at the final stats. First, for our visitors from Wichita Falls, Jalen Brown had 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Jamie Sanders, 3 points, 2 assists. Jermaine Carter, a game-high 28 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, a double-double for Jermaine Carter. Terrell Wilson had 8 points, 4 assists. Pierre Sanders, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Jordan Teal, 14 points off the bench, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Luke Hamilton had 3 rebounds. John Uyghur had 8 points, 5 boards. Amici Chukwu with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Evan McCarthy with 3 points, 1 rebound. And again, as a team, the Mustangs 25 of 63 from the floor, 6 of 19 from three-point range, 18 of 22 from the line. For the Buffaloes, Jesse Oweezy, making his first career start, responded with 10 points to go with 3 rebounds and a steal. Julius Brown had 12 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, and 3 steals for the Ohio native. Zach Toussaint, a career-high 27 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Hayden Blankley, you remember a couple games ago, Associate head coach Chris Gove said there's been years past when if Blankley didn't score, we might as well put him on the bench. He didn't score tonight. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal.
He impacted the game.
It made a difference. Larry Wise, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Dalen Williams, 6 points, 6 boards. How about 2 block shots for the Stinnett native? Austin Shelley, a career high, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Addison Wallace didn't score, but he had 6 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block shot. Another big contribution that doesn't have to come from scoring. Cameron Bell had 1 assist. Kevon Booker, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Also a block shot. Jonas Carlisle off the bench. 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Torian Harris played 3.5 minutes. Parker Nielsen played 3.5 minutes. And Trevon Fuller in 2.5 minutes had 5 points to his credit. The Buffs 33 of 72 from the floor, 12 of 34 from three-point range, 16 of 18 from the line. Both teams had 40 rebounds. Buffs' largest lead was 30 at the 10:39 mark of the second. Midwestern State never led in this contest. The Buffs had a 12-0 run early in the first half to break this one open. So, Lucas, we saw a great game by the Buffaloes tonight. We got an opportunity to watch a lot of great basketball this weekend.
Yes, we do. It starts on Friday, I believe at noon will be the first game that we'll have, and excited to see a lot of those good teams. You mentioned on the women's side, obviously with the Lady Buffs, but Southwestern Oklahoma State, Coach Music's team, they're getting used to the First United Bank Center. It's a second home there for the Bulldogs, but some great teams on the women's side, and then on the men's side, the same thing. Excited to see Eastern New Mexico and what they have with the new coach, new coaching staff. They are scoring a lot of points per game.
And they did not play last year.
You're right. You're right. So we'll see them. We'll see Oklahoma Baptist, and we're going to have a great Thanksgiving weekend. Again, if you can't come out to the First United Bank Center, watch us right here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
All you need to know about the weekend is that the game times both Friday and Saturday are 12 and 2:30 p.m. on the women's side, 5 and 7:30 p.m. on the men's side. Lady Buffs will play both days at 2:30. The Buffs will play both days at 5. Show up early, watch the first game on the women's side, stay late, watch the nightcap on the men's side. You will see some outstanding basketball, and it will be a lot of fun. It's a Thanksgiving tradition. It's going to be a tradition to have a great broadcast by our Thunder Vision crew. Tonight, we give a special tip of the cap, our director, Jacob Griffin. Camera operators, Danielle Kalunga, Emma McReynolds, Larissa Anderson, and Jacob Johnson. Until Friday, for my broadcast partner, Lucas Kinsey, I'm Ken Johnson saying thank you for joining us tonight. Have a great week. We'll see you Friday at noon. You've been watching Buffalo basketball right here on the LSC Digital Network.